Error in measurement. Measurement is the foundation of all experimental science and technology. The measuring process is essentially a process of comparison. To measure any physical quantity, we compare it with a standard unit of that quantity. No measurement is perfect, and the error involved in the process cannot be removed completely. In spite of our best effort, the measured value of a quantity is always somewhat different from its actual value or true value. The error is the measurement of a physical quantity. The error in the measurement of a physical quantity is defined as the difference between the true value and the observed value. True value and observed value or measured value of the physical quantity. So error equals to true value minus measured value. Now types of error. There are three types of error: systematic error, random error and gross error. See one by one. Systematic error. Systematic error are of 5 types: list count error, instrumental error, imperfection in experimental techniques, personal error and natural error. तो इसको हम एक एक करके देख लेते हैं. अब एक systematic error. The systematic errors are those errors that tend to be in the one direction, either positive or negative. In fact, the cause of systematic error are known, therefore such errors can be minimized. Some of sources of systematic error are: first is the list count error. The smallest value that can be measured by a measuring instrument is called the list count of the measuring instrument. For example, a scale having graduation at 1 mm division scale spacing has a list count of 1 mm or 0.1 cm. Similarly, others instruments have their own list count. All the reading values measured by any measuring instruments are good only up to its list count. Thus, the list count error is the error associated with the resolution of the instrument. Using instruments of higher resolution and by improving experimental techniques, we can reduce the list count error. As smaller the list count of a measuring device, higher is the accuracy of measurement. Then instrumental error. It arises from the errors due to imperfect design or manufacture or calibration of the measuring instrument. For example, an ordinary meter scale may be worn off at one end. In a vernier calipers, the zero mark of vernier scale may not coincide with the zero mark of the main scale. The temperature graduation of a thermometer may not be accurately calibrated, and so on. The instrumental errors can be reduced by using more accurate instruments and applying zero correction etc. when required. Now, imperfection in experimental techniques. For example, to determine the temperature of a human body, a thermometer placed under the armpit will always give a temperature lower than the actual value of the body temperature. Again, buoyancy errors in weighing is usually ignored. Similarly, the radiation error in the experiments on the heat is usually ignored. So, this is the such type of error which comes from the imperfection in experimental techniques is called refraction error. Now, personal error. It arises due to inexperience of the observer. For example, lack of proper setting of the apparatus, reading an instrument without setting it properly, taking observation without observing proper precaution, etc. Now the next error is our natural error. Errors due to external causes are called natural error. The external conditions such as change in temperature, pressure, humidity, wind velocity, etc. during the experiment may affect the measurement and give rise to the error, and such type of error is natural error. So we have discussed part of systematic error, and systematic error can be minimized by improving experimental techniques, selecting better instruments, and removing personal errors as far as possible. Now our second is random errors. Random errors. Let's know about the random errors. These errors are arises due to unknown cause and are sometimes termed as chance errors. In an experiment, even the same person may get different readings every time while repeating an observation. For example, while measuring diameter of a wire with a skewed gauge, one may get different readings in different observation. It may be due to non-uniform area of cross-section of the wire at different places, or because of the reason that a screw might have been tightened unevenly in the different observation. In this case, we can't indicate which observation is most accurate. The random errors can be minimized by repeating the observation a large number of times, taking the arithmetic mean of all observations. When number of observation is made n times, the random error is reduced to 1 by n time. For example, if random error in the arithmetic mean of 100 observation is x, then the random error in the arithmetic means of 100 observation will be x by 4. Now third one is our gross error. Let's see what is gross error. These types of errors arises on account of sheer carelessness of the observer. For example, reading on an instrument without setting it properly, taking the observation wrongly without caring for the source of errors and the precaution, recording the observation wrongly, using wrong value of the observation in calculation. And these errors can be reduced by taking large number of observations. Then the arithmetic mean or average of these observations gives the best possible values of the measured quantity. Usually the arithmetic means is taken as the best possible true values of the quantity if true value is not given.